Good evening, everyone. Tonight I'd like to show you a few ideas that I would put in my mind as I try to learn the Chopin Prelude, Opus 28, number 6 by Chopin. It's a very short piece. It's only 1 page long, but there's a lot in it. And it starts with the key signature. You have to understand triads in a key. And the piece, if it were in D major, happy sounding, it's 2 sharps. And it's on D to D, tone, tone, half tone, 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 half tone. And so the tonic triad is D, F sharp, A. But this piece is in the relative minor, 3 semitones down, 1, 2, 3, B, D, C, B, B minor. So the tonic triad is B, D, F sharp. And it sounds sad. So much of music is creating emotion, and if you can feel the melodic line but not pushed, it's going to have much more emotional impact than if you plow ahead to the next note quickly all the time. So the balance of hands is very important, because even the accompaniment, Chopin writes in an accent on the first eighth and then a slur, 2-note slur, so quiet on the second note. So that's happening 3 times in every bar. So, but the melodic line is in the left, and that's where the phrase is. And so you need the balance of hands, even though you need those accents. So you can't diminish the 5th finger in the left hand too much, or you won't hear that melodic line as it starts. But create an effect, try to create a mood in your mind first. And then when you come to the end of a phrase, try to let that phrase soak into your mind, into your subconscious, before you start into the next phrase. And it helps to keep the piece in the tempo that you want and in the mood that you want. So anyway, I'll just show you a little bit of it and what I'm trying to do as I try to play it. If I play, see, now I'm hearing the left. That's the melodic line. That's the start of the melodic line. So I need that. It's a certain amount of drop. You still flop right through to the floor, but the finger plays down from the main arch, and it's firm. And then it can draw the tone out as you flop through. So you flop through, but I'm focused on that. I'm not focused so much on the D or the F sharp. Some on the B, but both Bs, but the left. See, I can't bump that second one. I can't dia-da. I need that dia-da all the time. Got to be ready to get up to now. So I got to hear I got to keep that A sharp when it comes back in. It lasts the bars. There again, it's the A sharp. Now, I got to know ahead of time. I don't really know the piece, so I'm just reading it, but so I got to go up to the D. But I got to keep going. It's in C major now. a key of first relationship. Keys of first relationship are one key to the sharp side and one key to the flat side. So if B minor has 2 sharps, then I go to 3 sharps, so that's F sharp minor, or I go to E minor and the relative with 1 sharp. So that's how but then there's also the keys of the relative majors of those minor keys. Those are all likely keys for him to move to, but he moves to C major, and it has a very striking effect in our mind, in our subconscious. And so you have to feel how you feel that, how it makes you feel, and respond through the music. So anyway, we try this. Sorry, I try. There's so many little tricks. What I would do is I would practice hands separately. So I would practice that third line. So just being aware that 3 bars has the B repeating every time simplifies your struggle in sight reading it and getting it into your head melodically. So I don't want to bump that. It's so sweet when it goes up there. Changes so suddenly to that D, to that D and F sharp. It's so beautiful. This is quiet, velvet. To get that A to sound, I need a sharpness to the finger and release on the way up and drop. Every piano is different. So I hope that gives you some ideas on learning the piece. It's a beautiful thing, and when I have it secure in my hands, I'll play it again, and I'll have the memory, and it'll be much easier to listen to. But for learning it, do slow heavy hands together and slow heavy hands separate with a quick lift. So slow heavy means that your shoulders feel heavy, your arms feel heavy, and you feel heavy in the ends of your fingers with a movable, loose, relaxed wrist and shoulder and elbow. That somebody pulls out, it falls back. So don't be worried that it's all loud. It needs to be all loud to build the hands and get the piece in your hands. G major, right in the second start of the second line. So, and it goes back to B minor, and it goes into G major, and so on. So it's a real treat, this piece, all packed into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. So anyway, I hope that gives you some ideas and an incentive to want to learn it. It's well worth working on. Have a good night now. Bye-bye.